Hey Taurus, welcome back to Crystal's Tarot. This is going to be your reading for June 2021. This can apply to anywhere where you have Taurus in your chart. If you're not sure what that is, check out the description box below to locate your free birth chart. Be sure to watch the videos for your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and any other placements that represent significant things that you might have going on. Again, if you're not sure what that is, check out the description box below to locate your free birth chart. I want to give a little... Okay, well, with it being Gemini season and Gemini being represented by the lovers, I decided to go ahead and use different cards than what I usually would use. So this is a video only for a mature audience, adults only. If that is not you, please exit now, exit left. Let's go ahead and get started with our reading, okay? Inhale and exhale as it feels comfortable to you. Okay, some of you might have multiple different opportunities or options coming in regards to love, interviews, resumes, opportunity, job offers, things like that. I feel like there's a lot of opportunities coming in for you right now. You might be kind of stuck in your thoughts about which one to choose, if one's good or over the other. I feel like you're very busy right now. You have a lot of things going on. All right, for Taurus, for Gemini, this will be our last shuffle. Taurus for June. I don't know why I said Gemini. Taurus for Gemini. Taurus for June. Sorry, guys. I lost your card. Give me a second. Here it is. Okay. I gotta see if it's in the reverse, but I wanted to see if it's gonna stay. Okay. So you have the Knight of Fire is your first card out. So I feel like you're definitely putting movement towards something that you're passionate about. For some of you, I feel like you're guarded as well, essentially. Taurus for June, Taurus for June. Guys, I always pull the, I never pull the cards myself. I just do it like this to wait and see what, like this, to see what message Spirit has. I feel like if I'm pulling the cards, that's my energy. And I don't want to have my energy impact your reading. So I always go like this. So if you're pressed for time, please feel free to fast forward. But it usually doesn't take too long. Are we just need one more? Okay. Well, you got a little deck for your final outcome. But I'm not one of those readers who say it's too many. I feel like if Spirit puts it out, it's because the energy needs to be reviewed. So that's what we're gonna do. Interesting. Bottom of the deck, you have the Six of Air, or well, yeah, Six of Air, which is Six of Swords. So I feel like there's something that you recently moved away from that was causing you difficulty at one point. So I felt like you went ahead and did what you needed to do to move away from that energy. I don't feel like it was necessarily easy. For some of you, I felt like it was like you really had to cross your T's and dot your I's. It might have been a lot more involved than for others of you. Might have just had to move or just like end a relationship. For some of you, it might have been like where there was a lot more involved. It was more intertwined with your life. This will be our last shuffle. All right, Spirit, what do you have for Taurus? bottom of the deck for your clarifier, you have the Judgment card. So definitely I felt like there was a judgment call that you had to make to be able to leave something behind, or making that judgment call made it necessary for you to leave something behind. It could have been a person, place, thing, energy, whatever it is for you. Everybody's different. If you're interested in a personal reading, you can find that information in the description box below. In your current energy, you have the Knight of Fire clarified with the Four of Wands. So I feel like right now you're very passionately, very energetically moving forward, pursuing your stability. Anything that could connect to that as well, such as like a relationship, a home, a job, anything that would help build your stability, you're moving towards that. And the reason why, or the energy that's crossing you, is the Nine of Fire clarified with the Eight of Swords. Okay, so I felt like for a while you might have felt trapped in, the Nine of Wands, like you have your guard up. It's been a difficult battle, but you still have a little bit of fight left in you. And then the Eight of Swords as well speaks about having a guard up as well. So I felt like you've had your guard up. There's been something that you felt like you had to defend in some way, shape, or form, because that's why you had your guard up. It could have been like your bills. You like, oh, I don't want to, maybe there was an issue with your job or something. And so you're like, I need to get my bills and everything situated so that way I don't end up having an issue. I don't end up getting left high and dry. I felt like you felt trapped with both of these cards here crossing your energy, impacting you. I felt like whatever it was for you, you felt trapped in it. You felt like you couldn't be yourself. You couldn't be you couldn't have the movement you wanted to. You couldn't pursue the things that you were passionate about, and you felt trapped in that energy. You felt trapped in like having to defend yourself, having to stick up for yourself, having to get people to understand why you're doing what you're doing. And so I felt like that just kind of became like pointless, where people aren't really seeing your view necessarily. So you just started putting movement towards your stability, what you felt grounded in. The underlying energy is the Ten of Air, which is the Ten of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles. So at a soul level, I feel like you feel very, your finances, your security, your stability is very heavily on your soul. It's something that you think very heavily about. It's something that is a great concern for you at this time. So, excuse me. Sorry, guys. So I don't know, for some of you, you might have lost a job or had some sort of transition in your environment that caused you to have this concern, like this urgency to get things situated and structured for your stability. Like you really want to get things in order for your stability. In your recent past, you have the Justice clarified with the Eight of Pentacles. All right, so I feel like in your recent past, this is what's impacting your current energy. I felt like in your recent past, something that you had been building towards didn't come to fruition. Some of you might have lost a job. Some of you might have been building towards an abundant relationship with somebody, and it might not have went the way that you wanted to. Or at least there's a concern. Even if something didn't happen, there is a concern that you have that the things that you're working on might not be able to hold weight for long term. I feel like there's something within your environment, your finances, your resources, there's something that is a little shaky. It's not completely stable, and it causes like a concern. And it's like a threatening energy for your stability. So I feel like you've recognized that and really honed in on that energy, and now you're like solely focused on your stability and your abundance and your wealth and your environment, making it secure and stable. Your crowning energy is the Three of Water, which is the Three of Cups, and the Seven of Swords. Okay, so for some of you, you might have had, you might feel like you're in a third party. You might feel like your person is cheating on you or being deceptive. For some of you, I feel like there's somebody in your environment that you can't trust. I feel like you're thinking very heavily about who is in your environment and who is deceptive, who can be trusted and who can't, who can stay with you and who needs to go because they aren't trustworthy or they're not secure and stable. In your near future, you have the punishment card. Clarify. Let me, I don't always use this deck, so I want to make sure that I represent the right card. The Hermit. Okay. So in your near future, you have the punishment card clarified with the Hermit card. So in your near future, there's, for some of you, somebody who you like potentially, like you might have walked away from a group of people or person, and I felt like they're going to be coming back to you, asking you like, hey, like, why aren't we, like, they're going to notice this distance within your connection. They're going to mention that to you. For some of you, I feel like there might have been something done in the past that might not have been the best way to go. And you might be having to deal with those consequences in your near future. For some of you, you might be facing jail, or somebody that you know might be facing jail with the punishment and the Hermit here. I feel like there's definitely going to be an experience in your near future of where you and or somebody else is kind of like putting a time out because they weren't being good and they did something they shouldn't have, or they didn't do something they should have. Whatever it is for you. You might be punishing somebody else because of something that they did in your near future. For some of you, not all of you, but some of you, I'm getting like you're thinking very heavily like if somebody's being deceptive or cheating. And I feel like there's going to be some sort of communication. For some of you, you might find out that that is true. And that's going to cause you to, like we have the Judgment here twice. And then in this card, Punishment, there's a judge behind her looking at her. So I feel like definitely for some of you, you might be dealing with legal issues in some way, shape, or form. How you see yourself, you have the 8 of Air clarified with the Queen of Cups. So for some of you, I'm getting that there's like an emotional connection that you feel trapped within. There's an emotional tie you feel bound to. For some of you, I'm getting that very heavily. Like you feel tied and bound, like you can't escape. Somebody that you have an emotional investment to. It might be somebody you take care of. It could be somebody that is like a mother figure in your life. Either your mother figure, an in-law, a grandparent. But I feel like you're definitely trapped in your mind right now. There's a lot of, I feel like there's a lot of heavy energy that you're experiencing right now, but you're trying to like calm it down. You're trying to like remind yourself like, oh, this too shall pass, or it's going to be okay. Things are going to work out. I feel like you're trying to nurture your difficult mind chatter right now. How other people see you, you have the Moon clarified with the Ace of Swords. Okay. So some people might see you as being deceptive and being secretive. I feel like there might be somebody who you might have recently had like a conversation and clarity with. So I feel like they're evaluating that conversation and they're like going over the thoughts that they had, like if they misjudged you or misjudged a situation. I feel like for some of you, somebody wants some information out of you, but you're not divulging it, and that's causing them to like look at you like kind of side-eyed. Your hopes and or fears, you have the 4 of Air, which is the 4 of Swords clarified with the 5 of Wands in the reverse Okay. So you're very much hoping to heal this emotional and mental energy that you have, this conflicting energy that you have within you right now. You're trying to heal that. You don't want to be fighting with anybody. I feel like arguments that you've had with other people might have caused you to have some sort of need to heal that energy. Like it caused you like a disappointment, a heartache in some way, shape, or form. And now it's causing you to kind of, I feel like you're kind of in a little bit of a hermit mode too. I feel like you're being very picky with whose energy you're accepting around you, and who's, I feel like you're being very mindful of the things that you allow in your presence and your energy right now. Who and what you allow in your energy right now. I feel like you're trying to just like remind yourself, you're trying to encourage yourself right now. I feel like there has been conflict around you, and that's kind of caused like some tension and some residual thoughts within you. But I feel like you're just trying to like give yourself loving, nurturing energy through that, and to heal that and let that energy pass. And I think that's the best thing that you can do. Let's see, Spirit's ready to move on. Okay. Final outcome, should things remain the same. You have the Two of Air, which is Two of Swords. The Hermit, again. Strength. And the Knight of Earth, which is Knight of Pentacles. So what I'm getting from this is you're going to have some confusion. You're still going to want to be like by yourself a little bit. You're not going to want to like really share all of your emotion with everybody. Your thoughts, I feel like there's definitely like a plan either to improve your life or correct something. There's a plan that you're working within yourself that you're trying to like really put together and put into action. I feel like you're trying to like encourage yourself and like keep that confidence about you. I feel like you're still trying to like move forward towards your abundance and your prosperity and your wealth. I feel like Spirit's encouraging you to do that as well. I feel like Spirit wants you to get out of your mind, like spend that energy healing, like take the time that you need to review those thoughts and those feelings, so that you can learn the lesson and pass through it. But don't stay in that energy too long of where you're just sifting through the things even after you've already reviewed them. Make sure that once you review it, you learn your lesson, put it away, move forward. Don't hold yourself back or cause yourself to beat up on yourself or have negative thoughts or like you shouldn't have did that, you should have known better, whatever it is for you. I feel like you're still going to have some mental confusion, and you're still going to want to kind of be a little bit to yourself. But I feel like your confidence is going to start to be improving and strengthening, and I feel like you're going to start to notice significant improvements towards your abundance and your stability. To clarify that, you have the Two of Cups. Let me check this card again too. The Devil. It's a pretty devil. Isn't she a pretty little devil? Okay. And then you have the King of Swords. All right. So there was an emotional connection, or there was an emotional tie. Okay. We'll say that. It doesn't have to be a relationship necessarily. It's just, and it could be within yourself too. There's either for somebody in your environment, yourself, your higher self, or somebody you have like an emotional tie to. There was difficult energies that were not healthy. They were negative, they were heavy, they were codependent, a little toxic, and there was truth and clarity brought to the matter. And I felt like that truth and clarity caused you to be confused and really kind of like want to be alone and like be by yourself and review the information you just received, the clarity that you just got, and to see like, how do I move forward in this, but still maintain your confidence and still moving forward in a graceful way that it's not going to impact your stability and your abundance for yourself. Okay, we are going to pull some oracle cards and just see what else Spirit wants to advise. Messages for Taurus. I don't take the pre-messages in the oracle cards, guys. Taurus for June. All right, we'll have one more. Taurus for June. Taurus for June. Thank you, Spirit. All right. You have perfect storm, the courage to step into life. I feel like this is represented that Six of Swords for you. There was something that you had to have the courage to face and handle it accordingly, and I felt like you did that. Sorry. And then you have overflow, overwhelm, and plenty. So I feel like this could be in regards to heavy and positive energies. I feel like there's a lot going on around you. I feel like some of it is good and some of it is very heavy, and I feel like you're kind of feeling trapped within all the energies. There's a lot going on for you right now, but I feel like just like Spirit's okay, let me get this out and then we'll get to the message I just got. And then you have in the hand, the universe is your partner. Amen. Okay, so even though you're going through difficulty right now, Spirit is saying they got your back. Like whatever endeavor you're pursuing right now, you are fully supported by the universe. Whether it's something that you did wrong that you have to deal with the consequences for, or it's something you did good and now you're getting the good consequences. Whatever it is for you, Spirit has your back. Spirit wants to see you grow and improve and progress in life, and that is what's intended for you. We are all human, so we all make mistakes. We all don't always follow our intuition, and we don't pay attention to red flags sometimes, and sometimes we get led astray by either ourselves or loved ones or strangers or whatever it is for you. So I feel like Spirit's encouraging you to not be disappointed, not to be discouraged, not to feel defeated. So the message that I was getting is in regards to these numbers. The first card is 44, which comes out to an 8. 8 is significant. It represents like the infinity sign, like the eternal, forever knowledge, divine intuition, divine inspiration, divine guidance, with the infinity sign, with the 88, right? And then also notice next to the crow, he has like a vortex coming out of his chest. Okay. And then the next one you had was overflow, which is a 43, which comes out to a 7, which I personally equate that to be like my spiritual blessing number. I know that when I have a 7 and an 8 around me, I am divinely guided and protected. I am blessed. I'm just overly protected and blessed. And I know that anything that I might encounter, whether it's good or bad, it's going to be for my greatest benefit. And I feel that at all times, always. But particularly when I see these numbers, it's like Spirit's reminding you and encouraging you, hey, we're always here. We always got your back. We always have your best intentions, even when it might not feel like it. But we're leading you to the path that's right for you, for your stability. 31 here with your final card. in the hand, which is a 4, which is your stability. So I feel like even though there has been heavy energies and there might have been some conflicting things going on around you, Spirit wants you to know that you are guided, you are protected, you are blessed. And even though there might be things coming that you aren't expecting or you're not really comfortable with, you will be guided through this. You will know what to do when you need to know what to do. You will have the words that you need when you need them. So I feel like spirits just wants you to like feel a little bit of ease. I feel like you feel some heaviness right now, but even though there might be some things going on, some difficulties, some heavy energy, some unexpected things coming in your near future that you're probably kind of feeling the presence of, feeling them start to come in, the energy. So it might be like a little bit of a nervousness or like a heavy hesitation that you might be feeling. But Spirit wants just to remind you that that no matter what, Spirit has your best intentions always. That has been your reading, Taurus. Thank you so much for taking the time to view this video. I hope you come back next time. Sending you lots of love and light.